Top 20 psychological tricks that secretly control your life. Your brain thinks it's in control, but much of what you do every day is not actually your choice. From decisions you make, to how you feel, to the way you react to people and situations. Your mind is constantly using hidden shortcuts and tricks, and most of them work without you realizing. Today, we're breaking down 20 psychological tricks that secretly control your life. Number 20, the anchoring effect. Your brain uses the first number it sees as a reference point, even if it's completely random. Example, if you're told something costs $5,000 before seeing the real price of $500. $500 suddenly feels cheap, even though the item didn't change. Anchoring changes how you judge value, time, and decisions without conscious awareness. Number 19, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. You learn something new, and suddenly you see it everywhere. Once your brain notices something, it becomes more sensitive to it, making it feel like it's appearing more often. This isn't coincidence. It's just how attention and memory interact. Number 18, the peak-end rule. Your brain doesn't judge experiences by the average of moments. It judges them by the most intense moment and the ending. So a long vacation with a terrible last day might feel worse than a short one with a great ending. This impacts everything from relationships to memories to how you rate experiences. Number 17, the mere exposure effect. The more you see something, the more you like it. This works even if you didn't pay attention to it consciously. That's why repeated adverts work, why songs grow on you, and why familiarity breeds preference. Number 16, the halo effect. If your brain sees one positive trait in someone, it automatically assumes they have other positive traits too, even without evidence. Attractive people are often assumed to be smarter, kinder, and more trustworthy. This is why first impressions matter so much. Number 15, loss aversion. Losing something hurts twice as much as gaining something of equal value feels good. This affects spending habits, investment decisions, relationships, and everyday choices. Your brain is more sensitive to loss than to gain because, evolutionarily, losses were more dangerous than missing out. Number 14, the spotlight effect. You think people notice your mistakes, but they really don't. Studies show people dramatically overestimate how much others pay attention to them. Most people are too focused on themselves to notice small things about you. Number 13, the confirmation bias. Once your brain forms an idea, it tends to look for evidence that supports it and ignore evidence that contradicts it. This shapes politics, relationships, habits, and interpretations of facts. Your brain wants a story that fits, not necessarily one that's true. Number 12, cognitive ease. Your brain prefers easy, familiar thinking over complex reasoning. If something is simple, well-repeated, or familiar, your mind accepts it as true more easily. This is why myths persist, stereotypes spread, and misinformation sticks. Your brain is designed to save energy, not fact-check every idea. Number 11, the social proof principle. Your brain assumes if many people do it, it must be right. We've evolved in groups, so the group's behavior becomes a shortcut for decisions. This explains trends, viral content, and why popularity feels like authority. Even when the group is wrong, your brain trusts it first. Number 10, the reciprocity rule. If someone gives you something, your brain feels obligated to give back. Even small favors trigger this deeply wired instinct. That's why free samples increase purchases. Gifts create loyalty and favors build influence. It's not manipulation. It's hardwired social psychology. Number 9, the Pygmalion effect. Your expectations of others influence their performance. If you expect someone to do well, they often will. This works the other way too. Low expectations can lead to lower performance. Your beliefs about people shape how they behave. Number 8, the illusion of control. Your brain prefers the idea that you're in control, even when you're not. This shows up in superstitions, rituals, gambling behaviors, and everyday routines. Thinking you have control makes you feel safer, even if it's just an illusion. Number 7, the sunk cost fallacy. Your brain says don't waste what you've already invested. This keeps people in bad relationships, in failing projects, eating food they don't enjoy, and continuing habits that no longer serve them. Past investment becomes a reason to keep going even when it's unwise. Number 6, the availability heuristic. Your brain judges what's common based on what's most easy to remember. If something comes to mind quickly, your brain assumes it's more common than it actually is. This explains why plane crashes feel more likely than they are. Rare diseases seem common and headlines shape perceptions. Our brains are pattern seekers, not statisticians. Number 5, the endowment effect. Once you own something, your brain values it more than its actual worth, even if you just acquired it. That's why people overprice their possessions. Losing feels worse than gaining, and ownership changes perception. Possessions become more valuable in your mind, not in reality. Number 4, the mere ownership illusion. Just thinking something belongs to you makes your brain act like it's yours. This is why people feel attached to ideas, brand loyalty forms, and sentimental value grows. Ownership begins in your mind before it becomes real. Number 3, the Peltzman effect. Safety measures sometimes lead people to take more risks. For example, seatbelts gives less cautious driving. Helmets gives riskier cycling. Your brain adjusts behavior to maintain a familiar risk level even when external conditions change. Number 2, the Zygarnik effect. Your brain remembers unfinished tasks better than completed ones. That's why to-do lists pull your attention. Unfinished conversations stay in your mind, and incomplete projects feel mentally open. Your mind keeps loops active until they're resolved. Number 1, the Baumeister's selfish brain principle. Your brain prioritizes short-term survival over long-term benefit. That's why you choose comfort over growth, you avoid difficult tasks, and you crave immediate rewards. Your evolutionary wiring values fast payoff, even when slow growth is better. Your brain isn't broken. It's optimized for survival, not perfect logic. But because these psychological tricks operate under the surface, you rarely notice them. Once you do, you suddenly see them everywhere in decisions, relationships, habits, and choices. If you want more videos that make you smarter about how your mind works, subscribe to Facts, Trivia, and Stuff.